we go. Here we go.
Yeah, so I'm not that familiar with Ryan Garcia's work, but I know that Henry Cejudo wanted to fight him, so he must be a big deal because Cejudo.
That's how you know you're a true MMA fan. I'm not too familiar with this guy that has like Israel Adesanya's record, but I know Henry Cejudo. Henry Cejudo also wants to fight Valentina Shevchenko.
Yeah, because the way I see it, first intergender, if the way I see it is Cejudo, he wants to okay, Conor wanted to fight the biggest dog in boxing, so I'm assuming that Ryan Garcia is a big dog in in boxing. So that's why Cejudo wants to fight him.
Dog. He's not the biggest,
but like in that weight class, that's like 135. That's like 137 or something like that, right?
Yeah, he's like one of the biggest rising guys. Like I would say he's like the Kevin Holland of his division right now. That's how hot he is coming in. Like he's no joke. His popularity is insane.
So not like a Hamzat?
Nah.
He could be like a Hamzat too. Like a Hamzat, kind of.
I don't know.
Because the way his last 4 fights, he's ending everybody. Five fights now. Ending everybody, left and right. So potentially. I'm just comparing to somebody whose stardom is just ridiculous right now, So yeah, or maybe like a Sean O'Malley. Sean O'Malley, his stardom went so crazy on his come up. Like that's what Ryan Garcia knows how to work his social media. And he's like a likable young guy, he seems like a really cool guy, And his hand speed is ridiculous. And all like the MMA people love him. Like, did you see the body shot challenge that he does where he puts like the equipment on and then he just goes and starts hitting them with hooks, the same hook that he just destroyed this guy's liver with? Like he did it to Francis Ngannou. And But Ngannou's also a Greek god, so who knows?
Ngannou was like he hurt me or something like that.
Yeah, but he was just like I might have fought it. I don't know. It was all right.
Yeah, it was like a mosquito bite.
But it was a damn good fight though. I mean, as expected, Campbell's no joke, and he's a counterpuncher. So it's just, but Ryan Garcia is fast, man. And it was the first time Garcia got dropped.
Yeah, that's what I heard. He had some adversity to overcome. He got dropped early on, I heard.
Yeah. He got hit with a clean left hook. And when he went down, his arm kind of just went limp behind him. So everybody was like,
yeah.
And then he got up like quicker than Tyson Fury came back from the fucking outer fucking world, bro. And he got up and he basically won the rest of the round. And he just worked him. And then towards the end of that round, he just lunged in out of nowhere and hit him right in the liver. And you saw, when you get hit in the liver, it don't matter how much of a man you are, how much heart you got, your body's going to shut down.
Yeah.
And you saw Luke. Luke was there and he said, oh, shit. He went on his knees and the ref is counting and he's looking around. You could tell he gave everything in his power to stand up, but you can't beat that shit.
Yeah.
You cannot do anything. Your body's shut down when you get hit like that. That dude's body shot is crazy.
Cejudo put it best. Like he was like, the worst thing is to get finished with a body shot because like you're still like you're not knocked out, but you're like watching your dreams get taken away from you.
Mighty Mouse taking dreams.
That sounds like a Cejudo thing to say, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So and you know what's also funny like that? Like when Bisping and Rockhold fought. And Bisping was just on top of Rockhold, just like watching him, and Rockhold is looking dead at him as this is happening. Like I just found it funny because it's like he's just watching a guy that he hates like take his dreams away from him.
Yeah, word.
But honestly, Yoel was worse.
One eye.
Yoel was worse because Yoel was like. When Yoel knocked him out, he was all over him, hugging him, close to him.
Oh, kissing him.
That's the last thing.
I know you. Like, what the fuck, bro?
But you know what's crazy? Like when Yoel went on Joe Rogan podcast, what he was really saying to him when he was kissing him was like, remember all that shit you was talking? Like he was saying something like that.
That was a prison rape moment. Like basically that was a moment of prison rape. Luke Rockhold was defenseless the whole time, and you got this big guy hovering over you, kissing you. That was like rape, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, Yoel's a psycho on the low.
Yeah.
Like he hides behind that soldier of God.
Yeah, yeah.
Yo, he like I think like everybody was saying that he is sexually aroused by fucking you up. Like I think it's just what it is. He like knocks you out. He just like wants to just be like, hey, I love you. I love you. I think I don't know. That dude's crazy. When I saw him do that like weird kiss, I was just like, what am I watching, bro? Like what's happening?
Yeah.
That shit made me feel weird, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, real quick, who wins? Okay, two of them. Ryan Garcia or Tank, and Ryan Garcia or Henry Cejudo.
I got Tank
in a boxing fight.
Cejudo all day.
Cejudo in a boxing fight.
Cejudo on the box.
I'm not entertaining that. I'm not into it. But I can't listen. Cejudo is at a place I kind of was with like Conor before Khabib. It's hard to bet against him because Cejudo's just nuts.
Yeah.
Cejudo's the type of guy that he has that kind of energy and intelligence about him that I think if he would actually take it seriously,
yeah.
Do I think he's gonna beat Ryan Garcia? Ryan Garcia is nasty. He's nasty, and he's so fast, bro. It's like hitting a 200-mile-per-hour fastball. It's just how do you do it?
Yeah,
he's
the
so
difference
fast.
The biggest difference between Henry Cejudo and Conor McGregor is that Henry Cejudo lost the Olympic trials, I think, and then a year later became a gold medalist. And then also Cejudo lost to Mighty Mouse, and like what, a year and change later, he beats Mighty Mouse, the greatest flyweight of all time.
Not only did Henry Cejudo lose the Olympics, I think he wasn't even like ranked at all. Like he wasn't even in the discussion. So that's how bad he lost the first time. And to come back and win a gold medal afterwards, it's insane. It's insane.
So
I wasn't when I compared, I wasn't comparing credentials. I just meant
I'm talking about mindset.
Vote against him. No,
I got you. I'm talking about mindset. So that the biggest difference is, I think, Conor McGregor and Henry Cejudo's mindset. I think it's different. You know, it's a little different.
It's absolutely different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that it's hard to bet against them, period, just on what they do during fight time.
Yeah.
Right.
And like how they surprise you constantly, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So
now, however,
but Tank
is a great fighter.
That's a tough one, man. Because the only real two options for him, as far as just really moving the plank, would be either Tank or Devin Haney. And both of those dudes are fucking scary, bro. Like,
oh, Devin Haney.
Devin Haney's big, dude. He's a big dude too. And I don't know. They're really gonna push Gervonta though, and Ryan, I think.
I hope so.
I mean,
I hope so.
I think Ryan Garcia probably has he's slicker, he's faster, but I think Tank has a power advantage. So if I'm understanding correctly,
Tank has like a 100% power advantage.
Yeah, he has like the biggest power advantage in the division, actually.
The thing about Tank though, he's fast too.
Yeah,
that's the thing. He's got like a Tyson-esque thing about him. Yep. He's got the power, but he's fast too. Ryan is obviously faster, but by that much, I don't know.
Yeah,
he's gonna have to fight Tank the way Fury fought Wilder. He's got to move around. He can't stay still for a second. He can't give Tank one shot, not one. Or he's gonna need Jesus Christ on his side like Tyson Fury had.
Yeah, like it's gonna be a great fight because Tank is a great technical boxer as well. So he has a whole Tyson thing, but his skills to me he's more skilled than Tyson was. You know, like early on. So I give the advantage to Tank for sure. You know,
I think they might save that for when we can have full crowds again too, because that fight is gonna sell.
Yeah.
You got Ryan Garcia, the social media icon, and then Floyd Mayweather's baby. That's just money flowing right there, you know? They might do another bout with Ryan and Tank with two other people and then try to wait it out to see if they can get they can fill out a stadium or something like that. Because they can. Yeah. Those two can fill out a stadium easy.
See, that's the thing. I'm waiting for these kind of fights. I feel like they need to take a page out of the UFC book like boxing community as a whole need to take a page out of the UFC book and, you know, give us these fights that we want to see. Like who doesn't want to see Terrence Crawford versus any one of these guys, like Sean Porter, what's his name, Kell Brooks, what's your boy, what's his name, Errol Spence. Like, we need to see these fights. Like, these are the kind of fights that really bring people together and really make people tune in. Like, after a while, people are gonna get tired of, you know, watching the best fighters fight people that no one knows. If anything, more people are gonna get drawn to the sport if these guys are fighting each other.
Yeah, but honestly, boxing to me is in that regard, it's completely dead. Honestly, that's why Dana White has been killing boxing with pay-per-views. Like, the UFC has been kicking boxing's ass because of that. So I think that if you had a mind like Dana White in boxing, they'll be thriving a lot more than they are now. But you know, as John said in the last podcast, you have so many different weight divisions and different things going on. It's hard to get good fights. Yeah,
everything.
yeah. You know, WBC, you know, ZYF, the ABC champion. It's all kinds of stuff going on.
LGBTQ, everything. Every LGBTQ. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Yo,
but
Terrence.
the other thing I wanted to add on to that, also that Dana White got far beaten, is marketing the fighters. This man will get us excited about somebody we've never heard of. I remember the first time I saw a video about Sean O'Malley, I had no idea who he was. And right after that video, I was like, I have to see this guy fight. I have to. And then I saw it, and he's a fucking Power Ranger. I'm immediately in. Let's call it.
Yeah. I love Sean O'Malley, man. That's another one of my guys.
Could boxing market people better? Like, they need to. The problem is that, like, DAZN, they do an excellent job. I mean, Eddie Hearn is even on record saying he's taking the page from Dana. He's learning from Dana, which I thought was amazing for a person to publicly say. And then, you know what? Give credit where it's due. Dana is the absolute best, hate him or love him, at promoting a fighter. Is he the best at paying a fighter? We don't know. But promoting, nobody's better. If you want your name out there, if you want to get famous, go to the UFC. Let them niggas put that hype train behind you. And then when your contract is up, you do what you want. Get that. But boxing has trouble doing that because of all the promotions and all the hands in the pockets and everything like that. Okay. That's why people under DAZN are getting marketed heavy, like Anthony Joshua. He gets beautiful marketing. Like, his rise has gone crazy. A lot of it DAZN too. Not just because he's a fantastic looking guy, has the body we all dream of having and knocks everybody out. Not only those things, but they need to get it together. They need to. It's fine with having different promotions, different companies, things like that. They need to bring it in. They need to find some, maybe 4, 5, 6 heads and call it a day, and that's it. Have like 4, 5, 6 belts, because it's too late to bring the belts down now, and that's it. Let's get some uniformity in the sport. Let's get some trickle down. Let's get champions. Let's get divisions right. You know, you have like the 135 and then the 137 pound and the 143 pound. It's like, bro, what are we talking about?
Too much.
Yeah, because it's crazy. Because one of the last fights I watched, I mean, I didn't watch it live, but I watched it like the other day. It was Sean Porter versus Errol Spence. That was one of the best fights I've seen in a while. Wow. You know, so it made me a fan of both of them. Like, Sean Porter has, you know, that style that's a really engaging style, but then you got Errol Spence. He's like super slick. He's super crafty. So, but I think Terrence Crawford beats both of them. But that's just me.
I agree.
Now, so do you guys believe boxing will ever reach the same level of fame that it did? No. The last great era was like to me, the Floyd. I guess the Floyd era was the last kind of, you know, like that was the last big era of boxing. You know, after that,
because you could say people like Canelo, people like I guess Floyd, Pacquiao, they're still holding it down. They're still getting great pay-per-view sales, but that's the people that already know who they are. I mean, these guys are on the tail end. Once they're gone, who's buying pay-per-view in boxing? I would say like the man that's literally holding it down for boxing right now is about to retire, and that's Tyson Fury.
Tyson Fury, yeah.
Because there's no boxer in the world anyone wants to see more than Tyson Fury. Because unlike MMA, where the lighter weights are like kind of like where it's at, boxing is about the heavyweight division. It's about being the baddest man in the world, the biggest dude, the titan. There's something about seeing two gigantic 6'9" monsters going at it in there. There's something about it. Not in MMA. We don't want to see two bellies flopping all over the fucking cage. I'm talking about hands. I'm talking about two monsters killing each other. There's something about that just like, it drives me crazy, bro.
Isn't it crazy to think that Mike Tyson, like Tyson Fury 6'9", Deontay Wilder 6'7", Joshua 6'7", and Mike Tyson was 5'11", like sending dudes to the shadow realm. Like, and what's crazy is that I feel like if Tyson was Tyson now, like if Tyson was 20 something years old right now, I think he would still match up pretty well against Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, and all these guys. I actually think the only person he'd have problems with out of those three is Tyson Fury.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I think he would have the most problems. I think Mike Tyson would have the most problems with Tyson Fury out of
100%.
those three.
100%.
Yeah, because I think he would knock out. I think he would knock out Deontay Wilder, and
I agree.
Yeah, I think he was a better boxer than Deontay Wilder, and he would have got underneath.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So
yeah,
it's not hard to say that a lot of guys are better boxers than Deontay Wilder. It's just again,
but he's not going to land.
He's
not going to land on Tyson with that peekaboo style. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not going to land that clean wind up shot on Tyson.
And plus, then Tyson's gonna destroy his body. Oh
my God.
He'll put his head right in his chest, and he'll get like 8 punches in before the ref breaks him, and he'll do it again and again until Wilder wouldn't be able to throw a punch.
Yeah,
he'll wreck his body. But Fury, on the other hand, that'll be a nightmare fight for Tyson. I've been on record, and I say it over and over again. I think both in their prime, I think Tyson beats Muhammad Ali every time, and that's my personal opinion. That's a lengthy discussion for another time.
Yeah.
Tyson Fury.
But I don't think I can say the same for Fury, man. Fury to me is just, he's a genius.
Oh wait, you think hold on. You think
no, I said Tyson
would beat Muhammad
in
Ali?
their primes. I think Tyson
Fury.
Ali, yes.
Tyson Fury.
No, Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson.
No, Mike Tyson beats Muhammad Ali.
Beats Muhammad Ali in their primes, right? And that's my opinion. So I said that's a lengthy discussion for another time.
Yeah, got it.
But I'm saying Mike Tyson beating Tyson Fury is harder for me to say. And that's crazy because I literally just said Mike Tyson would be like considered the greatest of all time. But Tyson Fury to me is that good. I think Tyson Fury's talent is timeless. I think he can go in any bracket, anytime, and I think he beats any heavyweight champion, to be honest. I think he's that good.
Nah, he definitely has the best. I'd say him and Muhammad Ali have the best footwork of all time.
As a heavyweight, he has the best footwork.
And he's probably, and I'm pretty sure he's definitely, because of evolution, he's definitely a slicker boxer than Muhammad Ali. Like Muhammad Ali.
But Larry Holmes also had really good footwork as well.
Oh, dear. Better than Fury though?
I can't say that. No.
Speaking of Larry Holmes, right? Floyd Mayweather has Larry Holmes in his top 5 of all time, but he doesn't have Sugar Ray Leonard or what you call it, Sugar Ray Robinson. So I found or Muhammad Ali.
Steve,
I found that kind of weird, huh?
This is Floyd Mayweather. Holmes probably paid him.
Wait, hold on. Wait, you know what? I don't agree with that, but Larry Holmes is one of the most underappreciated champions in boxing history. He had one of the best jabs of all time. Really smart fighter, really slick as well. So to me, he is really underappreciated.
I don't think he's underappreciated. I think he's just not known in the younger community now. You know, it's like time, ages. You know, but at his time, anybody who lived and was young they'll tell you, that was that guy, bro. Like, but you know, time passes and you know, people forget.
Top 5 of all time.
Like the younger MMA fans, do they know who GSP was? Like, do they know?
No,
I don't
really.
think they do.
Yeah, they know, but they don't know. No, and it's the
Like
same.
when a younger fan hears Khabib versus GSP, they don't understand the magnitude of what that means. Like
yeah,
they don't understand who GSP was low key Khabib before Khabib. You know, like his fighting style was real, wrestle you down, beat you up, submit you, whatever. Like even though Khabib is another level of that.
He had great striking as well. His striking
yes, evolved immensely throughout his career. You watched him go from like rookie to just Izzy. It was amazing. Like the timing, his jab became so crazy.
Yeah,
it was nuts because you see it his first. If you watch his first couple of fights, his hands were not there. They were enough to help him to get the takedown that it was almost automatic for some reason. He's a guy without a wrestling background too. It turned out to be one of the greatest wrestlers in MMA.
He's probably the greatest. Like he's probably the second greatest like MMA wrestler.
Okay.
MMA wrestler.
Who's number one?
Actually, no, there's another one. No, Khabib is first because I think he's the best wrestler and MMA wrestler. But what do you call that? I like Kane. I like Kane for MMA wrestling. Kane is like in my top 3 for sure. Do you remember when Kane was in his heyday?
I agree.
He was just dragging dudes.
It sucks because people forget who Kane is also, and they forget that. They'll see his last couple losses and be like, "Oh, he was whatever." But you understand, his body failed him. Like he lost fights to his body, not even to the opponents. He had multiple back surgeries and then came back. You know, like, and it sucks, man, because everybody was talking he's gonna be the greatest heavyweight of all time, and then like his body just destroyed. It sucks, man.
Yeah, like he's also held up on like tape, pins and needles, just like Dominic Cruz is at this point. Like, will Cruz ever be the same? You know, like Cruz has the mind for it, but it's his body keeping up with what he, believes he can do. So it's the same situation.
Doesn't Cruz have a fight?
He has a fight. Yeah, really? He has a fight with someone. It's I think it's a 15th ranked guy. I can't remember his name though. Wow. It's someone who I know.
I just heard recently that he has a fight coming up. Let me see. Dominic Cruz. Damn, who is it that he's fighting?
Yeah, I know. Dominic Cruz might be the first fighter to fight with prosthetic legs.
So he's fighting Casey Kenny.
Casey Kenny.
That's actually a tough fight for
Cruz.
For Cruz.
He said prosthetic legs.
I think so. I think if there's gonna be a first one, it's gonna be him.
Oh my Lord. That is hilarious.
Yeah, this is gonna go off in like 4 minutes, and then we'll just pick up on MMA topics on the next thing.
And also one more thing. It's actually a crime to not have either Sugar Ray Leonard or Robinson in your top 5. It's actually a actual crime to not have either one of those boxers in your top 5.
Yeah, that's weird because I love what you call it, Roberto Duran, right? But how can you put Roberto Duran in the top 5 without putting Sugar Ray Leonard? Like Sugar Ray Leonard beat, I believe he beat Duran, he beat Hagler, and he beat Hearns. Like, how are you not going to put him in your top 5? That doesn't make any sense.
I think that I think that Floyd Mayweather is pitting boxers like he thought he can beat, or just like people who he didn't want to give credit to like the legends, so he just threw in some names,
Yeah, I found that weird. Like I don't get it. I really don't get it. Like because Floyd is all about resume, about records, all that kind of stuff. Who has a better record than Sugar Ray Leonard? I mean, not Sugar Ray Leonard, Sugar Ray Robinson. That's what I'm saying.
Robinson's a freaking dude. If you know the people he fought and the amount of time he lasted, the dude is a freaking incredible.
He was like the LeBron James of boxing. It's just like time was nothing. Time was nothing. It's crazy. And you know what? I don't like that people leave out Roy Jones Jr. a lot. We forgetting.
Yo, that's crazy. Yeah. That's
that dude, one. Man. That dude inspired me as a child. Yeah. Like I would sit there, watch his fucking, and it was just like I wanted to meet him just because I thought he was like a superhero. I never seen somebody do the things he did. It was amazing. You go on just anyone go watch his fucking highlights on YouTube and tell me that man ain't the shit, bro. Like that dude
he's definitely in my top 5. Like I got Muhammad Ali, Sugar Ray Leonard, Floyd Mayweather, Roy Jones Jr., and Tyson Fury.
I can't make a top 5 for boxing. There's just too many.
That's my top
people.
5.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot.
To make a top 5, I would need to sit down. I need complete stats of everyone, and I would have to go through it because my top 5 would change every 15 minutes. I can't do it. It's too stressful.
My favorite is a different story.
Yeah. Yeah,
you can't just say that and sip your tea, bro. Come on.
I'm saying, gotta build a suspense. But what you call it? I got Tyson Fury,
okay.
Mike Tyson, Roy Jones Jr., Sugar Ray Leonard. Damn, the 5th one is hard. 5th one.
Yeah, I couldn't do it right now. Off the fly,
yeah, the 5th one.
It's hard.
There's a lot of them, man.
5th one, because so Leonard's division is just so good, man. That division is historically great. So you know what? I'll probably just put Terrence Crawford in there.
Oh, you know who's also underrated too? Forgot his name. He's bald. He has he has deep CTE now at this point. Bald.
Is he heavyweight? He's heavyweight?
I believe so.
Not Hearns.
No. He's a heavyweight. Dark-skinned dude. He's bald.
Evander Holyfield?
Nah. He beat Holyfield actually. He fought Holyfield and beat him. He fought MMA once too and lost.
James Toney.
Oh, God. The dude is slick as hell, especially close up. Watch his own fights. Watch his own fights, man.
I'm gonna give you the fact that in his heyday he was a beast.
Yeah.
But it's just like I just lost so much respect for him when he came to MMA, bro. I'm just like watching his interviews and listening to him talk. I was like, somebody take the mic from this scumbag. Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah.
All right.
He said I ain't gonna be rolling on the ground like some faggot. I was like, yo, bro. Yeah. So Kevin Lee admitted that he would have lost to Khabib if they fought based on his cardio issues.
About time.
So like that's probably the most humble thing I ever heard Kevin Lee say because
so he figured something out that everybody on earth
No, but that's a start.
Wow.
You know that's a start.
Good on you, kid.
No, that might be the first step to him being a better fighter is what I'm saying. Like the fact that that means that his delusion is coming down a bit. I said all of that just to say that.
The only time I want this podcast to speak about Kevin Lee is when he's joining a monastery and he's not going to use a microphone anymore. Okay. Next topic, please.
What's his name?
Jesus Christ.
So
let me talk about this. Go ahead.
All right. Before I move on from that, between Kevin Lee and Cody, which one do you dislike more?
And Cody Garbrandt?
Yeah, Cody Garbrandt.
Kevin Lee.
Okay, all right, that's interesting.
Because Cody Garbrandt is still exciting for me to watch fight. He's on a Kobe thing for me right now.
Oh, okay.
Outside the cage, I could give 2 fucks, but inside the cage, I enjoy his fight style. I don't enjoy anything about Kevin Lee. Not a damn thing. I'm sick of him. Swearing he better than everybody. I'm sick of him swearing that. He had 3 losses in a row and said, I'm the guy to beat Khabib.
Yeah.
Can you go somewhere, my man?
Speaking of delusions.
Yeah.
Now, what are you going to say?
No. You go ahead.
Speaking.
Yes.
Speaking.
I don't want to, yeah.
Speaking of delusions, what's his name? Tony Ferguson said that Charles Oliveira gave up in that fight. like this there's a guy who has a podcast. I think it's called Weasel. He was talking about how to a certain degree you have to be delusional to feel like you can get into the octagon and become a multiple time champion. Like you have to have some kind of delusion. That's why you have that's why you have things like Sean O'Malley, I love you, but like you have him saying that he has, you know, he's still 12-0 and he never actually lost to what's his name, Cheeto Vera. You have Kevin Lee saying that he'll beat Khabib.
Stop it.
You have Tony Ferguson. You got Tony Ferguson saying that Charles Oliveira gave up when his arm almost snapped in half, like in the first round, and you know he got beat from pillar to post for that whole fight. So like and that's kind of annoying to hear from Tony Ferguson of all people, because Tony Ferguson, I look at him as the guy who like is no excuses, you know, and just.
But we do also like unfortunately know that he is dealing with stuff mentally outside of the octagon. So it's like we have to take what he says with a grain of salt, you know. Tony Ferguson is one of those guys that just let his cage work speak, and then whatever he says outside of it, let's just kind of like. This is the guy who like scared Brett Okamoto in an interview, like Brett Okamoto.
Yeah. He said, "Yo, I'm still talking." He said, "Brother, I'm still talking."
Yeah.
But
like, I mean, ultimately, I do understand that mentality. Meaning, you kind of have certain things in life, certain fields. I understand why people have a kind of delusion or certain arrogance. Certain 100%. Fields are so tough that you kind of need that to get yourself in a certain mindset, you know, because it's, especially in fighting, when something that competitive and that tough, you need to somehow psych yourself out.
Even the best, even the people that have like Floyd Mayweather has never been touched. It could have happened at any moment. It's just like fighting is that scary no matter how good you are.
Yeah.
All it takes is that one. It don't matter how good your chin is. If they just go 1 centimeter up, it's over. Like it's just all of it lights out in one shot. So
yeah,
it's you gotta like agreed completely. You gotta be some kind of crazy to do this. You have to be. You know, look at Paige VanZant.
Oh, like, that's a perfect segue.
She's like, she's gorgeous beyond words. You know, she should leave her husband for me. She knows that. But anyways, she's, you know, she's doing her thing in UFC. She's losing, she's winning, but she's doing her like this, whatever. And then she's out saying she makes significantly more money on Instagram alone than she does with UFC. So she's like, I'm gonna leave UFC and do some bare knuckle boxing.
So what? So real talk, do you think that stems from some type of like abuse, like growing up or something? Like she has a hunger for pain, or she wants to be able to feel herself in some way, or what do you think?
I think she's just one of those people. I think she genuinely enjoys doing it.
Yeah. So you think she's just a dog, like she fought in like high school and like all that crazy shit.
I think she's just been doing it so long, and she is really good at it. And I think especially with the bare knuckle boxing, she don't have to worry about nothing but boxing now. Yeah. I think she is gonna be a problem in that shit. I just don't want them messing up her face and like that, you know.
And that's the thing. Like you do have some. I mean,
that's inevitable, but
so yeah, like you do have some of those like cheerleader type girls who are kind of tomboyish, who aren't exactly like the other cheerleaders. Who you know what I mean? So Paige is kind of that person who doesn't mind getting her hands dirty, and she wants to prove, listen, I'm not just a pretty face, you know. So I'm gonna do bare knuckle to show you how tough I am. Now,
I mean, she won't be a pretty face if she keeps fighting local FC.
I was hoping that she fought what's the name, Beck Rawlings. I was hoping that Beck Rawlings the rematch in bare knuckle, but yeah.
And the thing is, she's not a super defensive fighter. I don't know if this is the best move for her, man. She likes to get in there and brawl it out, and just man, I think it's gonna take her one fight, and she's gonna be like, all right.
I agree.
I'm just gonna go back to modeling.
I agree. The girl she's fighting now is actually gonna hurt her pretty badly. I already know already because I've seen her fight before. So Paige is gonna lose this fight. And
even if she wins,
yeah.
I think she's gonna have one fight and say, "All right, this was a mistake."
That's it. Yeah. Call it a day.
That's
we've seen. Yeah. I don't know. I think I'd rather see. Personally, to preserve, you know, her look, I'd rather see her get like head kicked than you know, like just punch in a dome repeatedly.
No gloves.
Let all the damage be inside, not outside, right?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, but that's another topic.
Paige, we love you. We're not wishing bad on you, baby.
Paige is cool. Yeah.
What's his name? All right, so we got Israel officially fighting Jan Blachowicz. right?
Yeah.
So early predictions.
John,
predictions? Huh?
Before we go to predictions, you saw John Jones talking his shit on Twitter.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He said something about how when I move, you move, or something like that.
But he was saying, he was like, yeah, he's like, people saying I left the light and made vision because of fear. And he puts a picture of him in between Stipe and Francis Ngannou, and he's like, yeah, because Jan Blachowicz, I've never seen a style like his before, and to fight a middleweight coming up, he's like, I'm terrified. I gotta go fight these guys. he showed like Francis Ngannou, like, are you fucking serious, bro?
That was a pretty savage post, actually.
John Jones is really good at that shit, bro.
But you know what would be crazy? You know what would be crazy? If Israel beats Jan and then goes 100%. Up to the heavyweight division and beats Stipe.
But
you never know.
If Izzy beats Jan and beats him convincingly, right? And I think he'll have to beat Dominic Reyes too. I think he has to, if Dominic Reyes is going to make title contention again. But I think that, John Jones is going to be in a place where I think he might have to go back.
Yeah.
Even if he's winning in heavyweight, I think he might. He's in a place where it's going to be no escaping it. People are going to say it now that, like, oh, he's got your belt, he's got his belt. And I think it's time, to make that fight. I don't think right now is the time, to be honest.
Yeah.
As bad as we all would love it and want it, obviously, because these two are just talking wild shit about each other. But is he, no matter how great he is, he has to prove himself at that weight class.
Yeah. But I will say this: there is a chance that Izzy does really well, gets the belt, and John Jones could lose. Look, listen, Stipe is a tough outing for John Jones.
100%.
Francis, tough outing for John Jones. First time at heavyweight too, so there is a chance that John Jones might have to go back down to gain his stock back up if he loses and
there's
Israel
a
wins.
chance.
Yeah, there's a chance.
John Jones is a big boy, bro. That's a big boy.
For sure. But Stipe fought everyone, including Francis. So tough outing for John Jones. John Jones has the skills and everything. I wonder if he has the chin, the same durability he had at light heavyweight.
But also remember, minus I'm about to retire, DC whooped Stipe's ass. And he didn't have a shot in hell against John Jones. Granted, he cut like 98 pounds to fight John Jones, but
yeah.
I don't know. I think matchup wise, ironically, I think Jones does better against Stipe than he does against Ngannou. To be honest, just only because Ngannou got that splat, maybe this that splat, and it's just I haven't seen John Jones use wrestling in a long time. Like legit uses wrestling, and I think it's one of those things where he's just not. I think through time, and I could be wrong about this. This is just assumptions, but especially when you're that good at something and you're being that great at everything else, I don't think you push it too much in the gym like you used to. Like wrestling is something it's like jujitsu. You have to drill it 24/7, or you're gonna lose it. And I just don't. I mean, he's having a lot of trouble taking people down lately. So I don't go.
Jones is conditioned to like test someone to test himself in somebody else's discipline.
What they're good at.
Yeah, exactly. He's conditioned to do that at this point. So like doing that against Francis good luck. Good luck.
I'm coming in there with a sledgehammer. Fuck that. Be like, nah, this just gotta be an even fight, bro. Fuck you.
But also too, let's be clear. DC did pretty well the second time, and the first time versus John Jones as well. DC was freaking piecing up John Jones the second fight,
especially the second time.
Fight prior to the head kick. Yeah.
I thought he was up 2-0 in that fight.
I gotta watch it again, but I don't know. I don't think he was, but I gotta watch it again. I haven't seen that fight in forever.
Yeah.
Okay, so
is he Jan? I don't know what you got. What you got, Steve? What you think?
I have Izzy by TKO with that same crazy hook he's been, murdering dudes with. That same technical.
You think quick or?
Second round. I think Jan is gonna be defensive for the first round. To be honest, even though Izzy is a lot smaller, I think Jan is smart enough to know that Izzy has great counter striking because of how he lost to Thiago Santos with that counter strike.
What about you, Jim? How you got it?
I have Izzy third round TKO.
Third round?
Yeah, I think that Jan's going to be tough to pit away. Plus, too, the first round it's going to be a lot of filling each other out. And Jan is a strong, tough dude. So it's going to take a lot of breaking him down. Same way, kind of like how Israel fought Paulo Costa. He might have to fight Jan the same way. So I might see third round, maybe fourth round TKO. But, yeah, Izzy, for sure.
My biggest thing is, like, how a fighter carries the weight, because you are going to be 20 pounds heavier. So then you normally are when you fight. So, I mean, not really.
He already made it clear that he's not gonna put on muscle like to go up there. He already
no, that's
not
what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Yeah. But I don't think he's gonna show up super light because Jan is gonna blow up after the weight cut. So Jan during the fight is gonna be like 230, 240 maybe. He's gonna blow up. So if he's gonna come in at 210, that's a sizable weight advantage.
Yeah.
So it really depends on what his weight's going to come in as. How's he going to carry the weight? Because fighting, when you didn't cut weight, whatever, it is different no matter what anybody says. You're going to feel hella different in there. Even Conor kind of showed that when he first fought Nate Diaz. He never fought at 170 at that point, and he looked real sluggish, I still got Izzy winning. I don't think there's, besides the weight, there's not much of a physical difference that Jan really has on him. It really, I mean, for me, it's all going to depend on the weight. If Jan comes up stupid heavier than him, and Jan is like fucking Wreck-It Ralph, bro, that dude got monster hands. I could see it as a TKO also. Maybe even a submission victory. Maybe you can finally get yourself a little submission victory.
Good. I mean, yeah, maybe.
I could see him trying to go for a submission, and then he could take 2 stones off of his mat. Like he doesn't really do submissions, so he can get that out and win the light heavy at the same time, and just have people like shutting people down left and right. I think I got him by submission.
It's actually a pretty good prediction because Jan might try to take him down in order to test or neutralize his striking. And then Izzy pulls out some kind of crazy triangle or something.
I'm honestly, I'll probably say a guillotine. I probably got him winning by guillotine. Maybe
because he got those skinny arms that can get underneath that big ass head.
The black head.
Y'all gonna make me spit this coffee everywhere, bro. Instead of that big ass head.
Yeah, I'm sad. Nah, he's terrifying though. Like I'm once again I'm terrified like for Izzy. I believe in Izzy enough to pick him to win, but at the same time I'm just always terrified for him because like Paulo Costa I was terrified, Robert Whittaker I was terrified. Because think about it, because there's no reason to really doubt any of the people that he fought either. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's no reason to doubt Robert Whittaker. Robert Whittaker's a dog. You know what I'm saying? You see how Robert Whittaker looked against what's his name, Jared Cannonier? That's insane.
Is it bad that I knew Izzy was gonna win that Robert Whittaker fight? I never ever even had an inkling of thought that Robert, and it's not because I think Robert Whittaker is outstanding. I think at the time Izzy, there was no stopping him. I mean, that man, he was the challenger for a title fight and came out like he was fucking Tyson Fury. That nigga was dancing. He was having the time of his life. And he's about to fight the biggest fight by far of his career. The culmination of his being to get that UFC title fight. And he was like nothing. It's just when he called out Yoel, that's when I was just like, I almost pissed my pants. I was like, what's wrong with this cat? What's really wrong with this cat? And then Yoel did nothing. And then Paulo Costa, I was like, this is just like a younger version of Yoel. This is terrifying. And he shut him down completely. Shut his shit down. So,
I'm not gonna front. Izzy falls under the category of people who I'll watch his fight for like a morning inspiration or something.
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
like if I want like a morning inspiration, right? There are certain things I'll go to. So like one could be like Izzy versus Kelvin Gastelum, like when he was like, I'm ready to die, right? That was like one of the most inspiring fights ever. But then you also got fights like Dustin Poirier versus Hooker, or I'll watch like a Kobe like retirement game, like Kobe's retirement game, like things like that, like definitely like get me going.
John Jones
So
Gustafson won.
He had heart. He
Great
had heart
fight.
in that fight.
Great fight. Yeah.
That was the first time he showed that he was also a dog.
That was that
That's what I'm saying.
champion fucking grit, bro. When he realized I might lose my belt.
Yeah.
And he just switched it up. Fourth round came in and
remember
it
the
just
spinning elbow?
Good. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
amazing. Everything. Those last 2 rounds were fucking inspiring. The ass whooping he was taking to just switch it up, like it was that fucking. I can't believe anyone said Gustafson won that fight, and I get it. People say it was close, but it wasn't close to the point where I would ever think Gustafson won that fight. John Jones easily had 3 rounds in that fight, easily.
Yeah.
And it was. I mean, I know, Steve. You probably disagree, right?
No. I think Gustafson was just working him so much in those like as far as like hands and his footwork, and I think it's because John Jones wasn't expecting it. For one, John Jones never fought a guy that tall. 2, John Jones even said he barely even trained for that fight. So I think what I remember more is like the handiwork that Gustafson was throwing out there. I remember that like more than anything, but I think Jones definitely won the last 2 rounds. So
Without
it
a
could go
doubt.
either way. Like Gustafson's footwork was amazing.
You notice? Do you notice every time we talk about Izzy, we have a whole conversation about John Jones?
Yeah.
And this is why they have to fight. This is why they got to fight. Who else we got coming up? I'll say okay. How do you guys see Hooker versus
Chandler?
I have no idea.
If it happens,
that's a weird fight. Actually, we don't even. That's not even official. So
I think
get
it's an excellent fight. To be honest, it's a good fight. Hooker's a good guy for Chandler to come into. I think so.
Yeah.
He's exciting. He's got heat behind him. He's game, and Chandler's got to prove himself in the UFC. No matter what Chandler's done or anyone has done outside the UFC, this is the proving ground.
Yeah.
Can you do it in here? Granted, we don't have the crowd. We don't have like the pressure like there used to be, We need the crowd back. The crowd is what determines whether you are an entertainer, if you are that prize fighter or not. Are you just a guy who beats people behind the camera, or can you do it all? That's like the game changer right there. That's what coming into UFC is like. But now, like, you come to UFC and you're basically doing a spar session in the Apex now at this point. So.
Oh
yeah, I mean, what I do is I keep in mind that what's his name, Hooker levels up after he takes like major after he takes like a major loss, he levels up crazy. And then also you got to keep in mind that he beat what's his name at lightweight, the guy Gilbert Burns. He beat Gilbert Burns at lightweight. That's what I'm saying. So
are
I
you
don't
saying
think
that it's a bad fight for Chandler?
I think it's a bad fight for Chandler. Like I think Hooker because of the loss to Poirier, he's gonna level up even more than he was, and I think he was phenomenal, like during Poirier and before Poirier. So I think he's gonna be even better. And also, those knees, what you call it? When I think Chandler is gonna go for take a takedown at some point when he realizes how confusing what's his name is Hooker is. And he's gonna catch one of those knees.
So, what do you think is a good entry fight for Chandler? Oh, go ahead, Jim. You got something to say? Go ahead, Jim.
I was gonna say Chandler. The way he's been fighting lately, he's kind of a sniper. So he's not getting into a lot of brawls lately. He's just kind of picking his shots, really smart, coming in. You know what I mean? So
he's matured a lot.
So I think the way he fights now, he has a good chance of actually beating Hooker.
I agree. But what do you, Steve, Jem, Rose? I don't know which one you are. Rose. No shit. But what is his entry fight in your mind? Who do you think he matches up well?
I mean, personally, I would have loved to see him fight Gaethje. like personally. But
Over
I'll take
Hooker as his entry fight.
Absolutely, because he's the one that said that he wants to fight a top 5 guy. What's his name? He said he's not here for a long time.
He's already a champion, so he's not trying to do like nothing slow
But
motion.
he wanted to fight. No, but what I'm saying is he wanted to fight Tony Ferguson, right?
Yeah,
Tony Ferguson was the #1 contender.
I wanted that fight
at that point. So if he wanted to fight Tony Ferguson, why wouldn't like Gaethje? And personally, that would be an exciting fight, like Gaethje versus
100%. So, but the thing is like, who are all these people fighting right now? Like, who do you want to see them fight more? Like, we got Conor Poirier, right?
Right.
Who are the other top guys guaranteed fights right now? Who's like booked in the top?
Oh, no one booked.
Lightweight. Besides
Conor,
so you got Poirier.
You got Conor Poirier. No one's booked right now.
Ferguson is on the fritz right now. You got Oliveira, who should be the next contender for the fucking title right now. I don't even know why this is discussion. That's the problem with the lightweight division, is that Conor made it all about money now. But we're forgetting about Oliveira is the only top contender on the streak. Right. And he just beat the Tony Ferguson. Not beat him, dominated him. Why are we not talking about a title shot for this kid?
Yeah.
We're not, because Conor's fighting Poirier. And already Dana's already sucking the dick now. He's just like, I just think if Conor beats Poirier, then Khabib and Conor's the fight to make. It makes the most sense. How does that make the most sense, Dana?
Yeah, that's weird. Honestly, don't want to see Conor get mauled again.
I think Khabib should fight Charles Oliveira. As crazy as that sounds to people, that his last fight is not going to be again. It's either Charles Oliveira or GSP. He's either going to fight the top guy at lightweight or a legacy fight, like a legend fight. But let Khabib do that. Let Khabib retire. Then we'll talk about Conor getting the belt.
Well, you'll get your wish. If Poirier wins, you'll definitely get your wish. Well, actually, I think either way you'll get your wish, because Khabib doesn't what do you call it? He doesn't see Conor as a legacy fight at this point. That's what I'm saying.
Of course he does. He doesn't want to fight him.
Yeah. So and it's because he knows he'll also watch Conor too. So there's nothing really for him to prove in fighting Conor.
He's already said wholeheartedly that he doesn't want to fight anybody he already fought.
Right.
He says I finished all these guys. I finished them. I don't need to fight them again. There's other people to fight. He really wants the GSP fight. That's what he wants. And GSP looking lean.
Yeah.
Oddly lean.
So GSP will come in water is wet, fire burns, and I will beat Khabib.
Very strong competitor.
I'm a very strong competitor. I am not
impressed by your performance. I miss that fucker.
Yo, with him and Bisping's press conference was hilarious.
What are you, drunk?
Are you intoxicated or something?
Bisping is trying to talk shit to the nicest guy on the planet. Stop.
But I mean, I don't see him coming back though. Honestly, I think that he's happy. He has a lot of women. He has a lot of money. Just that he gets inspired to fight again when he's in the gym training with younger guys. He gets hyped up. It's like the old guy in the block who used to break dance, and he's at a party and he gets the bug again. But the party ends. He's like, never mind. I'm too old for this.
I think he's gonna come back. I think he's gonna get that 30-0. I think he wants that 30-0. Honestly, because I know he said he made the promise to his mom that he wouldn't go anymore, but at the same rate, he said his father wanted him to get that 30 and then go.
Yeah, but does he fight GSP? Does GSP come back for that fight, or does he fight somebody else?
Oh, I don't know. I just have a feeling Khabib is going to fight one more time. We're going to see him one more time, and he's going to hang it up. For real. And who that is, I'll be real. I don't care. I just want this lightweight division on track already. I want top contenders to start getting their shots. I want shit to get in order. I want to start seeing these fights. I want to start seeing these talents go at each other. I'm sick of the whole money fight thing. It's really fucking annoying. Everybody keeps saying they don't want UFC or MMA to become boxing, but that's how it starts. that's exactly how it starts.
Okay, but when a really dominant champion like Khabib leaves the division, like things have no choice but to become interesting. Like they have no choice. So like look at Mighty Mouse leaving the flyweight division. You understand?
Yeah.
Look how crazy the flyweight division got. And I love Mighty Mouse. Mighty Mouse is one of my favorite fighters of all time. But that's how it is. Like the flyweight division would be the same way the what do you call it? I don't know about the bantamweight division. I love having a dominant Amanda Nunes in there. Honestly, like I mean, I can't see the division without Amanda Nunes. To be honest.
Oh God, it's gonna suck.
That's like the only division.
It's gonna suck.
Yeah. Like at least with Amanda. Because at least with Amanda Nunes, you know that she's gonna massacre someone. But if Amanda's not there, then you know
it's gonna be dark times when Amanda leaves. It's gonna be like real blood for a little while.
Yeah.
Because who's another like star that they got right now that could like hold it down right now?
They don't have one. Well, I mean, Holly Holmes light like dimmed like a lot, like from
Holly Holmes also like 43 years old, bro. She's done.
Yeah.
She's got one more run. Even
down.
if she does get the belt back, she's got that one run and she's done.
Yeah.
So they don't have like a solid champ. I think that's the only reason why Amanda Nunes hasn't retired. She's chilling. She has 2 belts and barely fights.
Now, I will say this.
She's defended both and barely fought. That's the scope of her divisions.
The odds are so crazy versus Megan Anderson. If I were you guys, I'd bet at least $10 on Megan Anderson.
Facts.
Because like for all we know, maybe Amanda's like more of a mom now because she's a mother now, almost full-time. You see her all the time with her baby on Instagram. Maybe she doesn't train as hard. Maybe she's like, I want to watch this girl get submitted. Who knows? It's MMA.
but
crazy things have happened.
But Jim, you got to consider this. We're talking about a lioness. What does a lioness do in the jungle to get food for her cubs?
That's true. That's
you understand what I'm saying?
But so, she has a lot of food. She has a lot of food already, though.
We talking. She's facing an avatar, bro. They live on Pandora, my guy. You ever seen the lions in Pandora?
Oh, speaking of that, I believe Nina Ansaroff is fighting somebody as well.
Who's she fighting again?
Who's
she fighting? This is a good fight.
It is a good fight.
I can't remember who it is. Is it Angela Hill? Let me just look it up.
No.
It's a good one, but and I think Nina's gonna win that one too.
I don't think so.
Hold on.
She might,
but answer off. I don't know. It's hard for me to get excited about Nina.
Here's the thing about her: like, she's a very boring fighter, but she knows how to win. Like somehow, like she's good all around, but somehow she keeps winning. You know what I mean? So.
The thing is, she's boring outside of the cage too. That's what she needs to work on. She needs to make her own thing.
She's fighting Mackenzie Dern.
Ooh, she's done.
She is? You sure about that?
Nina's gonna win that fight. I think Nina's gonna win that fight. We think Mackenzie's gonna win that fight?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think that fight is going. I don't think that fight is going to the ground because I don't think what's her name has good takedown.
I think takedowns. Whatever card they fight on, Steve, we need to watch this together. And whoever loses, I got Mackenzie all day. If Mackenzie wins, you got to give me like 50 push-ups, no matter where we are. And if I lose, I'll give you the 50 push-ups.
Okay, now this
don't have to be straight. It don't have to be straight. But we got to do
it. I got to think on that
because you are out of your fucking mind if you think Mackenzie Dern is losing that fight.
Okay, let's break it down. Do you think she's gonna be able to take Nina down?
Yes.
Yeah. And not only that, but I believe that Nina is believed that she's better on the ground, so she's gonna go there with her.
I think Mackenzie's going to beat her in the type of fashion where there's going to be no damage. It's going to be so fast when she submits her that Nina's going to be like, why do I do this for a living?
Okay.
Like, why did I just do all this for that. The fuck? She's gonna move to fucking Brazil after that, and she's gonna train nothing but jiu-jitsu for like 4 years and come back amazing.
You know, you know what
That
it
was
is?
like, you know who did something like that? Just completely derail. When Johnny Walker fought, what's that black dude's name? That he has a funny name. No, it's with a K, J-K. Oh my God, crap! That he fought him and he beat it. He put him in the Thai plum, and he did like a couple of knees, and then
Khalil Roundtree.
Khalil, yes, I knew it was a K. And then he lost that fight, and then literally moved to Thailand and trained nothing but Muay Thai for like a year straight, and came back and did exactly what Johnny Walker did to him, somebody else.
Yeah,
that's some shit. That's what Dern is gonna do to Nina.
Okay. You know who doesn't get talked about enough? Like who's just like floating around injured somewhere? Tatiana Suarez.
Yo, man.
She should have been the champion by now.
Yeah. Like honestly, she has I believe that if she still has the same kind of fighting spirit and dominance, she will be champion one day. I believe
what is it? Her injury back, right? Is it a back injury?
Back, yeah.
Oh man.
It's a bad one.
Sucks.
Yeah,
damn, that's like, yeah, man. That's damn. God, I hope she comes out on top, man. That's a tough one. That's a tough one to come back from. Damn, that sucks. And you know who else doesn't get talked about enough due to his injury, and it really pisses me off.
Ponzinibbio.
You know that's my guy. Rose knows that's my guy, bro.
He's fighting soon. I believe he's booked for a fight.
I heard his name in the interwebs, but I don't know if he's.
I saw him on the card. Yeah. I saw his name actually on a.
You might be
card.
right. Let's see. Ponzinibbio. This guy.
What he did to Neil Magny. Oh man, he should have went to jail for that. That was assault. That was unnecessary assault, even for an octagon. Excessive force.
Wait, I see something about his fight getting canceled here.
Oh God.
Muslim Salikov versus Santiago Ponzinibbio fight canceled for January 16th.
Jesus Christ.
Muslim
Salikov, yeah.
But now he's fighting a Zhang Lei Li, dude with the big chin.
The one that looks like Baraka from Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, the one who's always smiling. He's fighting him now, January 16th. So
yeah,
he's back.
Oh, nice. Okay, good. I need him back, bro. I was on this guy. Like I was on Carlos Condit during his rise. Like I thought Carlos Condit was gonna have the belt. I genuinely thought Ponzinibbio was gonna win the belt. It sucked.
That division is ridiculous though. Like remember, we just watched Wonder Boy like come out of nowhere. that division is outrageous right now.
Yeah.
So there's so many beastie guys. They're all marketable. There's former champions. I mean, this is the welterweight division is it right now. Is it?
Yeah. No, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
There's no division better than it right now.
You got the champion. You have Jorge, which would be a great fight against Ponzinibbio. That's probably like for me matchup wise. That's probably the most fun fight you could put together. Like matchup wise.
Ponzinibbio at 100%.
At 100%. Yeah, you got Kobe Covington. Yeah, like that's a tough road to the title. You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
You got Kobe Covington, you got Gilbert Burns. It's just ridiculous. And then you got like these young killers like Jeff Neal and Luke A and all that other stuff going on. So it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, we didn't talk about the fact that Kevin Holland has himself another fight. Again.
Brunson.
This guy is just not stopping, bro.
Is it official?
Yeah. It's what, February? Let me see. It is March 20th, fight night.
Okay, got it.
Oh, good.
That's another good marquee fight for him. I like the fact that he's not like just rushing and not throwing him up there. Like they're doing it right. Like he's just going around and bodying people left and right. I like it. He's taking one step at a time. And he's doing it so fast. That's the crazy shit.
Yeah, I think right now at this very point he's taking Israel's roadmap. Like
Yeah.
I think after someone like Brunson, he's gonna fight like Gaslam or the Joker, one of those guys.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Then yeah, but
Now,
yeah, we got a minute.
Hopefully, Hamzat still keeps rising, and then they can meet maybe for a number one contender fight, or maybe one of them wins the belt and they fight each other.
Yeah, I would love that. I love to see people from two different worlds come together. Like you got Kevin Holland, just some just funny, like weird dude that's like a puzzle, and then you got Hamzat, he's a puzzle in his own right, just like a Khabib.
And if you think about the come up for the fight with Kevin Holland or Izzy versus Hamzat is gonna be hilarious.
Yeah.
Because these two are gonna go in on him, bro. It's gonna be so funny. And Hamzat is gonna be there like, I don't know what he's saying. I'm going to smash him. That's it. I don't know.
Nah, I low-key love Hamzat though. He's definitely in my, not low-key, but he's in my like top 3 like prospects right now.
I'm thinking Leon can't catch a damn break, man.
Yeah, we got 1 minute left. So yeah, my final thought.
I feel empty. I feel empty without any fights coming up. Oh yeah, we forgot about Edgar and Sandhagen are fighting.
I had no idea. Wow.
Jesus.
Until next time.
All right.
Enjoy 2020, 2021. TJ.
All right.
Peace out.
Later.
50 push-ups. 50 push-ups.
Nah, it's not official yet.